Friday. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. It is Friday, December 4th, and today I decided to do something just a little bit different. We're going to chat a little bit about health. I mentioned Freshly yesterday, and that is all here, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And just to quickly get it out of the way, no ad, no sponsor, nothing like that. Anything I talk about in this video, I pay for myself. So that is out of the way. That little dinging you hear there is my work computer. Just got an email. I am working from home, so I'm kind of doing this along the side. So anyway, just a quick, very quick little history in case you're new here or don't know my story. I grew up a healthy kid. I grew up in a happy, healthy home. I had a great childhood. I was always healthy. We ate healthy foods. We had healthy habits. We were active. And then I got married, and it was okay for a few years, and then I started to develop some bad habits being on my own, and it just kind of spiraled from there. So I would call myself a compulsive overeater, I think. It's not a diagnosis, nothing like that. It's just, I think it just describes kind of my state right now. And I have gained 150 plus pounds since I got married. Today I weighed myself and I was 307.3. I want to be super honest about that, and I'm going to start doing weekly updates on that. So my highest weight ever was right around 325. I've lost some weight recently and gained a little bit back, but have been doing relatively well in general until Disney and Thanksgiving in November, and then things took a slide. So that's why we're kind of, that's the timing of this, getting back on the horse, so to speak. So the thing that I think I've done wrong in the past is I focus so much on my physical health that I neglect my mental health and just other aspects of my health. And I think the best way to be truly healthy is to make sure your whole person is healthy. So for me, that's three facets, the most important being spiritual health. I don't think you could be healthy without being spiritually healthy. My faith is the most important part of my life. So that needs to be my priority. And the way that I'm dealing with spiritual health right now is I'm reading the Bible every day and spending some time in prayer. And my plan for 2021, so this year for the first time ever, I read through the entire Bible. I should say I'm reading through. I'm almost finished in the course of a year. I found a great Bible reading plan, and I want to find a different plan that will have me in different spots of the Bible in different times of year, but will also get me through it in its entirety again in 2021. So that's part of it. And then I also want to start journaling. I did mention to Jason that I would like a journaling Bible that has places to journal right in the pages. So you never know. There could be one of those under the tree. But if there's not, that's fine. Then I think what I will get myself is just like a notebook or a journal to start that in 2021. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, so that's the spiritual health part of it. The next part would be my mental health. And there's a few things involved with that. I struggle with anxiety, sometimes very bad, sometimes very mild. It's kind of all over the place. And my biggest thing is learning how to manage my stress and calm myself down, especially when it's things that are out of my control, like a stressful work day or, you know, just a situation that I don't have control over. So learning to manage that is going to be huge, and prayer is going to be a big tool in that too. And then there are the things that I can control, like comparing myself to others. Comparison is just the enemy, isn't it? Seeing that somebody else having a certain sort of results, and when my results aren't the same, then I must be a failure. I think you all know what I'm talking about here. So comparison, definitely need to put that to bed. I do have some notes here, so if you see me looking down. The other things, I mean, I would like to get into some better routines, just have some things be automatic, so it's not something I have to overthink. So that's definitely going to be part of it. And then my online presence. So for my YouTube and my Instagram, the things that I put out there, it's being open and honest and transparent. And when I'm having a crummy day, it's okay for me to tell you guys that I'm having a crummy day. I like to be positive, and I like to be happy, and I want that to be most of what my channel and my Instagram are about, but not at the expense of being honest. So hopefully that makes sense. And then as far as the content I'm taking in as well, more positive content, again, honest, open content, always appreciated. No negativity for the sake of being negative, no bullying, any of that. So yeah, that's just a super basic dip into the spiritual and the mental health portions, but I did want to touch on those. Physical health. So what I'm doing is I am using an app called Lose It. It is a free app that you can get, and I'll just kind of show you what the inside of it looks like here. You can basically enter your lunch, your dinner, your snacks, how much water you're drinking, all of these things, and there's a free version and a pay version, and some of those things are only available when you pay. I do not pay currently. But so I've put my calories in here for the day. All I am tracking right now are calories and water intake. That is it. I don't want to put the pressure on myself to track anything else just yet. But that's how I'm keeping track of what I'm eating. So I don't necessarily have a super specific calorie goal in mind, although the Lose It app does give you one based on the information you give them. So I definitely want to stay within their goal, but I think I may fine tune that a little bit for myself too, depending on how I'm doing. And as far as activity goes, I want to go for a walk every day, whether it's outside, on the treadmill, whatever. For example, today, yesterday I walked on the treadmill during my lunch break. Today I didn't feel like walking on the treadmill and it was a little chilly to be outside, so I turned on a show that I'm watching on Netflix. The TV's that way, that's why I'm pointing that way. And I just walked in place while watching a little bit of the show. So I won't do that a lot, but today that is just what I felt up to doing. So tomorrow I think Jason and I are going to go for a walk outside all bundled up just to get out in the fresh air. So we'll take you along with if we do that. That should be fun. But yeah, so that's the activity portion, and I'm not as heavily focused on that as I am on food, because you hear the saying all the time, you can't out exercise a bad diet, and that is 100% true. So staying active is going to be important, but my Lose It app and tracking is going to be a bigger part. And then comes Freshly. So let me just kind of point you in that direction a little bit. So Freshly is a meal service. You can go online. I'll put a link in the description box below to their website, and you sign up for however many meals you want to get, and they send them to your door for you once a week. The cost for me is $107 per week, and that is 10 meals. So I have all of my lunches and all of my dinners for the weekdays purchased, and sometimes I use them on the weekends and fill in, but it's 5 of the 7 days of the week I have these. So that takes away so much guesswork for me. All I have to worry about is breakfast. Cup of coffee, a banana, something like that in the morning, and then this is my lunch and my dinner. And I haven't used it for a couple of weeks because of Disney World and Thanksgiving. I had my shipments suspended. You can suspend them anytime you need to, but I got my last shipment yesterday, so I am ready to go for this week, and I actually just had one for lunch today. So I cannot recommend this enough, guys, especially if you're like me and you struggle with meal planning and you don't like to cook. I hate cooking and I'm no good at it. This is such a great option. So it comes in this big box here that you can see. They come with 3 of these big, huge ice blocks, and I save them when I can, but when our freezer gets too full, then we do toss them. But there's 3 of them in there, so everything is kept nice and cold. And then there's also this big, I won't take it all the way out, but there's this big, like, foamy thing that's got the meals all wrapped up in it. Everything is recyclable, so that is fantastic. And they just leave it out on your porch. So I had it delivered to work the first few weeks, but now that we're working from home, I switched that to here, and it was super, super easy. So these are my 10 meals for this week. I've already eaten one for lunch, so I'll talk about that in just a minute. But I just kind of want to show you quick what they look like. So you can download the Freshly app if you use this, or you can go online. And I believe you have up until a week before. Let me just check to make sure I'm giving you the correct information. So they tell you what day your meal is going to ship, and you have, okay, yep. So I have one that's scheduled to ship on Friday, December 11th. I have until 4 p.m. tomorrow to make changes to the meals that are coming, because you can pick from a whole list of meals. So this is what the app looks like. And I'm sorry that's not super in-depth, but check it out. Please check out their website because they're so amazing. And you just pick your meals, you choose which ones you want included, and then, yeah, like I said, a week before delivery, and then they seal it in, and then they deliver them to you on whatever day you choose. I've chosen Friday as my delivery days, but this week it came Thursday, came a little early, which is completely fine. So this is what the meals look like. There's a small description and a picture on the front, and then on the back there's a little bit more in-depth description, an ingredient list, and nutrition facts. There's also cooking instructions, which are to microwave for anywhere between 2 minutes and 3 minutes is what I've seen. Pretty standard. And the meal just comes out of the little sleeve like this. That one doesn't look super appealing. And you peel up a corner and you microwave it. I usually put them on a plate to eat them. Sometimes when I have them at work, I'll just eat them out of the carton. But either way, I have yet to try one that I don't absolutely love, being completely honest here. So the one that I had for lunch today was called Masterful Pesto Penne. The description on the back is the same, Masterful Pesto Penne with Italian sausage. There isn't much more to say to that. There are some beans in this one, and kale and broccoli, basil, almonds, flaxseed. Yeah, just really good, healthy ingredients. The sausage was amazing. I've had no trouble with the meat in these meals at all. The one exception is when I froze them. And it recommends that you do not freeze these meals, but I did contact Freshly to see if they would be safe to eat if they were frozen, and they said yes, because I had a week of them come right before Disney. So I froze those with the intent to eat them this past week. They were not good frozen. I ended up tossing a few of them. They were not good. So I do not recommend freezing them and then trying to eat them that way. Eat them fresh, suspend your deliveries if you're not going to be home. But for safety purposes, you can freeze them if all of a sudden one has an expiration date. They do all have dates on the bottom, and you have to, it is safe to do so. But the meat has all been great. Honestly, everything has been amazing. So this one was a new one for me, and it was delicious. It will definitely be going on next week's meal list. And then just to kind of quickly show you the other ones, cauliflower shell beef bolognese. I've had that one, it's great. There's a Heartland turkey meatloaf with cheesy broccoli and chive cauli mash. Again, I've had this one, also good. The cauli mash reminds me that these are all gluten-free. You don't have to select gluten-free or anything like that, they just are, which is a bonus for a lot of people. This one is still in the old packaging. I think they're transitioning to all of this new packaging, but it's buffalo chicken. So no picture on the old packaging, but there are pictures online. I have not tried this yet. It's buffalo chicken with loaded cauliflower. So we'll see how that one is. And then I have two of the same here because this is one of my favorites that I've had. It's homestyle chicken with butternut squash, mac and cheese, and green beans. It is so good. Got golden oven fried chicken and mash with roasted sweet corn. Don't think I've tried that yet. We've got another old packaged one, baked turkey meatballs. These are amazing. They're with butternut spirals and 8 veggie ragu. That's another one I've had a few times and really enjoyed. Another one that I have tried and enjoyed, white bean turkey chili with cilantro lime rice. Fun fact, I don't like cilantro, but I really enjoy this chili. Oh, it's a white bean chili with turkey, and it's so good. I love chili anyway, but yeah. And then the last one is a new one that I haven't tried yet. It's called Fall Pumpkin Alfredo with bacon and sausage crumbles. So we'll see how that one turns out. But anyway, yeah, I may have gone in a little too in depth, so I apologize, or maybe not in depth enough, I don't know. Feel free to ask me questions in the comments if you have any questions, but honestly, the best source of information is going to be freshly.com, which I will again put in the description box below. They're very transparent, very straightforward on their website. They let you know exactly what their meal choices are and how their plans work. You can cancel at any time. Usually you can find a code for a discount, so what I did was I just Googled Freshly code 2020, and I found a coupon code. It is expired, so I can't share it with you, but check it out. See if maybe you can get a little discount off of some of your orders. I think I got maybe $20 off my first 4 orders, I believe, something like that. So yeah, check that out. It would be nice if you could get a discount, but honestly, it's 100% worth it even at the full price. And I'm not having to buy any groceries for myself other than some orange juice and bananas for my breakfasts. Jason and his mom are eating separately on their own right now, but he's been trying some of these too, and little bites here and there as I'm eating them, so who knows, maybe I'll convert them someday too. But it means no cooking for me, which is huge, and I should clarify, I don't cook anyway. Nobody wants me cooking. It's not good, but I don't have to feel bad about it now because of these meals, so I cannot recommend it enough. But yeah, that's kind of my little spiel for today. I think that in order to be a truly healthy person, you need to focus on your mental health, your physical health, and of course your spiritual health. Emotional would be in there as well, probably included with mental. You need to take care of the whole person if you're going to be healthy. So I'm excited to be starting this again and hoping this is the last time and that this time is successful, and excited to be doing this here online on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram and all of that. So my Instagram is always linked in the description box below, so check that out if you're ever interested. If I don't post something here, it'll be there. Just kind of keeping you up to date. At least every week there will be some sort of update on how we're doing. So yeah, really looking forward to it. So thank you for listening to my spiel. Go check out Freshly, and I hope you're having an awesome Friday. Hello.
Hi.
I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm going to wear the same shirt today anyway, but it is 8:49 a.m. Saturday morning when we're filming this, even though...
Missed Friday night's advent calendar.
Yeah, I was way too exhausted, so we didn't do them last night. So we're going to do them right now and then tack them on to this video that you're watching. Yep, it's your turn.
Ooh. Got a little baby Goofy.
Yeah, a little baby gingerbread Goofy. Cute.
What next?
Okay, so...
The Mickey chocolate.
Mickey chocolate. I know you're really sad on days when it's not yours to do the Mickey chocolate. I know that makes you sad. 4. I don't think I've found one yet. Alright. What do we got?
Daisy?
Easy again.
Maybe they're going to be 2 and 2.
If they're going to be...
2 Donalds, 2 Daisies. Now it'll be 2 Plutos. Or...
Donald and Daisy are my least favorite characters.
Number 4, right here. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. That's your next story.
One of those wraps, so I would assume
Same
it'll
kind.
be the same chocolate if you want to save it.
I'm going to save it.
Okay.
Get to the good ones.
Friends calendar. Number 4 is right here. Phoebe and Chandler.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
What are they?
Stickers.
You're my
You're
lobster.
my lobster. Yeah, look, they're holding claws in the tanks. Oh, and
Oh.
Pivot.
Pivot.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
classic.
that's like one of the best episodes ever. I like those, so stick those down underneath our little tree here.
And number 4 on here. Ow! A white package. Oh, Oogie Boogie.
Oh, awesome!
He's a fan favorite.
Oogie Boogie. Oh, look, he's even got the little triangle coming off the top of his head.
Yep.
Like the little... Awesome!
Mm-hmm.
He completes it. He does not complete it. It's not complete without Jack and Sally. Come on.
Yeah.
Alright, so even though it's morning...
Santa Claus.
Sandy Claus.
Sandy.
Isn't it Sandy?
Sandy Claus?
Sandy
Yeah,
Claus? I don't remember. Someone wanted to say hi in this one. That's Russell. We know. We already know. No need to comment.
Yes.
So, even though it's morning, we're going to say goodnight.
Good night.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.